What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Commerciant Coffee Chat. I'm your host for the week, Lorenzo. Right now, I'm a student at Florida State University studying risk management insurance. One fun fact about me is I used to be able to do a backflip. I'm here with my colleagues, Charles Jenkins, Will Schilling, and Katherine Angove, and I'm going to pass it to Charlie right now, and he's going to do a quick introduction.
What's up, guys? Lorenzo, thanks for leading this and having us on here. I'm Charles Jenkins. I study finance at the University of Kentucky. And a fun fact about me is, oh, I've been to over 25 countries.
Wow. Will,
My name's Will Schilling. I
oh no,
Oh no.
No.
All right,
we're having
pass it
some
on.
technical difficulties.
Will, you cut out there for a sec.
oh, sorry about that.
You're good.
Uh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
My name is Will Schilling. I go to University of Kentucky. I study finance, and following off Lorenzo, I can do a backflip.
There you go. And Catherine?
Hi, I'm Katherine Angove. I go to the College of Charleston and I'm studying business admin. And my fun fact is I'm a British citizen.
There we go. I used to be able to do a backflip, but I don't think I can do it anymore.
I
Been a
can't do a
Yeah,
while.
backflip.
I will. You said you can currently do one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. I no longer can do one.
He had to do
No.
it for like a big competition. We had like a dance competition, and you did it on stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of like how many people? That was I
Yeah,
would have
Greek
been scared.
singing. That was a lot.
He was probably
I
in
was
front of
so
like
nervous.
5,000 people, and he had to land
Yeah.
a backflip for this like dance we had.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know how we would have done that.
it's only fitting for the commercial coffee chat if we actually have a coffee. Does anyone else have one?
I
Got a
know.
coffee, but I
Drink
have a
of
Water.
monster,
choice?
which is
I got no
Water,
beverage today.
Monster, and no beverage. Wow.
No beverage.
And Will, there's a time difference where you're at. So what time is it over there?
it is. I live about 40 minutes south of Chicago, so it's 10 o'clock here.
10 o'clock. Wow. 10 o'clock and a purple monster.
It's
Yep.
10 o'clock there?
Nothing, nothing better like it.
I thought you
Yeah.
were an hour behind.
Has it been at 11 where you are?
No,
No,
it's
it's
10 right
Oh,
now.
10.
oh, it's 10. Oh, I'm looking at my other computer. It's 9.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
okay.
wow.
9:03.
I see.
9:03.
Yeah,
even worse.
Yeah, that's why you need that monster, bro.
I
Well,
do need that monster.
All right, guys,
anyways,
let's get into this thing.
we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. As we all know, SpaceX going public. I think it's tomorrow, right?
Hmm.
It is, yeah, the 12th. It's
Yeah,
tomorrow. Be a big day.
Friday the 12th of June. And how is this gonna affect everyone, not only just the space industry, but like what opportunities is this gonna create? How is this gonna set back other companies? Charlie, what are your opinions on this?
I mean, I think that, it's pretty much the most valuable private company in the world right now. It was last valued at 350 billion. It's a super anticipated IPO, and I think everybody's watching it right now. There's a lot of ETFs that already have some holdings in it, like NASA, and I know the QQQ is um I think they have to buy into it now. And like even the market rules are changing for this IPO coming out. I think it's gonna make or break people's bank accounts for sure. I think people are putting in a lot of money and obviously hoping that it goes up, which I think it will. I have some opinions on it. I think it's a little bit overvalued at $135 a share.
Why is
It's
that?
because you're valuing a company based off of like optimism. Everyone's just optimistic that this is really going to be what everyone s- hopes it to be. Like Elon has so many aspirations and like, okay, we're going to live on space one day, all these resources from space. Like I think everyone just expects this company to be like this gold mine, but they haven't actually done anything yet. The if you actually do the math, Morningstar's fair value is at $60 a share, and so it's overvalued by over a half.
Yeah.
The base case is around 42 to $60 a share. That's what it should be valued at. The bear case is about $16, and the bull case is 84. And
So
that's sorry.
no, you're good. I just want to quickly say something. not only is like the stock market, you think overpricing this, even big banks and firms like Morgan Stanley are estimating a $650 million growth by the year 2040. So why do you think that it's so overvalued if everyone else is valuing it at such a high price and stuff?
Yeah,
Just because they
so
haven't done much?
yeah, that and so SpaceX has three different businesses: Starlink, and they have
Yep.
their rocket launches, and then they have their XAI and Grok, like their two AI companies. So Starlink has $11.5 billion in revenue, growing at 50%. And
That's gonna even grow like more and more just because it's recurring revenue every single month, and they're building more and more satellites,
yeah, and
which is
then
awesome.
the rocket launches, they so they fly 80% of what everything humanity puts into orbit. So they are a monopoly in the rocket launching industry. They lost
Mm.
money last year, um, and all because all their cash is going into this Starship and their AI and Grok. They have $3 billion in revenue, but they lost $6 billion doing it. So it's kind of like a cash furnace right now. I think it must be with the like the well, what do we call it when you're coding on Claude and you use those tokens? Yeah, tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cost to have all those tokens and stuff with all these AI companies is really eating them alive right now. But if you take all of those three businesses that SpaceX owns, they're actually not making money right now. Um, in total, between those three businesses, I think they're losing about $3 billion. I could be mistaken on that number, but I know they're not making money.
That's a
So,
great point. And I want to go back on something you said that SpaceX is responsible for 80% of all rocket launches right now. Is that what you
mhm,
said
yeah.
correctly? That's actually because they do reusable rockets. Every time they're doing a blast off, they no longer have to build a new rocket every single time because the way Elon had his like invested all his money, he made it so the rockets are reusable. It saves a bunch of time, bunch of money, and they're able to produce and send off much more rockets at a way faster rate than before. Um,
Oh no,
yeah,
100%. What were we saying, Will?
no, I don't think he was saying anything.
I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say.
Oh, no, 100%. I think I actually watched a podcast recently about Elon Musk talking, and he said that they wouldn't be able to launch rockets like they do if they weren't reusable. It's just not cost efficient. They would be in so much debt because of how expensive these rockets are. So the only way to really do it is to make them reusable. And I think it's pretty crazy that you can even make a rocket reusable. Like I feel like
Uh, how
15,
did
20 years ago, like I would have never thought that was possible.
I was thinking to myself the other day, like when they send a rocket off and it goes into space, how does it come back down into like the hemisphere
The
and not just
atmosphere.
like blow up? Like how does that even work? What is the technology behind that?
Yeah, I have no clue. It seems like they always land, like they always come back and land them in the ocean. That's what I've
Yeah.
seen the videos, but how does it not sink? Like there must be like floaties on that thing. I don't
I
know.
mean, how is it not coming down and just like a comet, just like catching fire, you know?
Yeah, that I have no clue. But
Will,
um,
would you go to space?
Oh yeah, if I had the opportunity to,
or
100%.
you
That's
would
a
go
great
right now.
story starter too.
You would go right now. You could.
If I was there for like 10 days, yeah, I'd do it.
Catherine, you wouldn't?
No, I don't think I could handle like the G-force and like
You know that
the act
view?
of like
Oh,
going up. Like I
Yeah,
don't think I could do it. I have too much anxiety to do that.
I don't think anybody. I don't think Catherine's right. No one would be able to handle the G-force. We would
Mm.
all
Unless I had like
pass out.
I
like
can handle
good
it.
training before, like even like the like space like ride at Epcot that like it's like the simulation of it.
mm-hmm.
Most people can't do that. I don't think I could do that. I'm never gonna attempt to do
Are you
it.
talking about
So
those
that's a no
those
for me.
like roller coaster whatevers that just like spin around like super fast?
No,
Like
it's like
Gravitron, I think it's
weird.
called.
Oh my God, like the ones at like the carnival that like
Yeah,
sitting around. I've tried to do that. I had to like put my arm over my face and I was just like trying not to freak out. I could not do that.
not for
Space
you.
is
Yeah, maybe space isn't for you then.
I don't really
Hopefully,
yeah,
think it's for
hopefully Elon finds
many
a way to
people.
make it easier.
yeah. Just knock
Well,
me out and send me up there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, also, so I mean, my opinion with this whole IPO going on, I think it's gonna go up, especially in the first 2 weeks at least, because Index funds are forced to buy it anyway. The Russell 1000 adds SpaceX 5 days after their IPO, and Nasdaq 100 adds it after 15 days. So it's estimated 15 to 30 billion dollars in forced mechanical buying in the first stretch alone. And then the retail gets 30% of the IPO split across Robinhood, Fidelity, Schwab, E-Trade, SoFi. And that's, for all of us to get. And Elon's following alone is massive. And I think people just want a part of his company and what he has to offer in the future, no matter the price. I think for some people, it's going to be a long-term investment. For some people, it's going to be a quick flip if they see it go up immensely after a couple days or weeks. And I think that, I think if it hits $200 in the first 2 weeks or something like that, I think I would maybe take my profit, wait for it to reconsolidate. Hopefully it does, and then get back in it at a certain price, as well as invest in a couple ETFs to have a safer play rather than taking a chance on something that could be really volatile in the future. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on the whole SpaceX thing. If anyone has anything they want to say, if they
Didn't
have,
your and say for E-Trade you can't even buy the SpaceX IPO unless it's 500,000 or $1 million too.
I think you have to qualify and be a certain. You have to have like I think it was she said it was like 500,000 to maybe like a
That's it.
million or 2 million in stocks
Yeah,
invested already to qualify for the IPO. I know that Robinhood's a little bit, excuse me, Robinhood's a little bit different.
yeah.
You can just go ahead and buy it. That's what I did on my app. I requested a couple shares and likely won't get them, but we'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, time will tell. Tomorrow, I think it's at 9 a.m.,
It should be 9:30 our time, 8:30 Will's time.
9:30 our time. I mean, right now, since it's private, investors are pretty much guessing what this company's worth. But once it goes public, we're going to get real everyday stock price and we will see
Yeah,
how
I know.
it
I'm curious
goes.
to see what's gonna happen.
It's going to be groundbreaking because,
Do you guys think that just the whole release of SpaceX is gonna boost the stock market for that next week anyway? Like, do you think Tesla, since it's kind of correlated, is gonna go up because of it? Anyone have any insight on that?
I mean, I would assume so just because they're what like brother sister companies all both owned by the same person.
Yeah.
I
You
think
got
it,
to think
I
a
think it
lot of
definitely
people
will go
will be
up.
buying into it.
Hmm.
I think it'll definitely go up, especially if Poly Market. I think it was about 20% chance that they're combining in the first year, and now I think it's up to maybe 33%.
Does it change
But
that
like,
much already?
yeah, which is kind of crazy because it was only 20% maybe 2 weeks ago. Um,
So,
so I think they're going to combine, and yeah, I think it'll just go up as well.
I
do
mean,
you
you have to think since like SpaceX is not only for rockets, like this is going to be groundbreaking in like every aspect because it's now tied to national defense and missile tracking and communications, and it's going to be the new standard. It already is a standard, but the new public standard where it's now going to be put on that pedestal. I think it is going to have to drive up the stock market in general. I think everyone's going to be buying into this.
I feel like if Tesla and SpaceX do merge, that kind of leads me with the question of like what's gonna happen to the cars? I feel like that would if they could pair with SpaceX and merge, wouldn't that be straying away from the whole car scene? I don't know if that's
Flying
kind of like
cars,
sorry.
flying cars.
That's it's probably a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, they said we were
Never
gonna have
know.
flying cars in 2005 though. That's what
Yeah,
everyone was talking
I mean,
about.
do you think we'll have flying cars in our lifetime?
Yeah,
Yes.
100%, but not I don't think it's gonna be
Street legal.
approved and street legal and safe for the next 20 plus years. Just I mean, think about it. They probably have to redo every single road.
Oh
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wouldn't even
it's
that's
be
like
roads,
it's
I
a
guess.
lot of
or
rules.
there'd be a road and then one on top or something.
I don't know how it would work, man. And like imagine you get into a car accident flying, like I
Car
don't
might
know.
Well,
spin
To like
out.
drop from the sky.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Like
that just doesn't
I don't
seem
think we
safe
could
in
drive
any
them too.
aspect.
It might be like self-driving because yeah, imagine if
yeah,
you get
yeah,
in
probably.
one crashes and you're dead. Like you
Yeah,
fall from the
Yeah,
sky.
like when
yeah.
we're talking about flying cars, how high up are we talking? Like
I
just
Probably
imagine
hovering or
I
in the
imagine like
sky?
20 to 30 feet.
No, it'd have to be lower.
That's my imagination.
It'd have to be lower because if you get in an accident, you spin out of the car, like you don't want to die, you know?
Yeah. But then what's the
What-
point of a flying car if you're like 5 feet above the ground? You might as well
It's
just get like a
cool.
No,
lifted truck. I don't
there's
know.
like no traffic. Yeah, I don't know. They're super
Yeah.
fast, probably. I
I
don't.
mean, at
It's
that point, you can just drive on the grass if you're floating and just avoid everything, you know?
And there's
yeah,
gonna
I
no,
be
think
so
I
many there's
think
gonna be so
with
many
like
laws that have to
the
like
amount
get
of like already reckless drivers, I think that would just be a recipe
yeah.
for disaster. 'Cause I think
probably.
people like with road rage, if like I was stuck
Yeah,
somewhere and I was
yeah.
mad,
They got a flying car.
I'd fly up and get around. And I
Yeah,
think that could be dangerous.
100%.
I mean, with AI, anything's possible, you know? I feel like
Yeah.
that could be something that AI could do. And speaking of AI, what are your guys' thoughts on AI? How often are you guys using AI on a day-to-day basis? What are you using it for? Will, what are you using AI for mostly?
I use AI I think every single day. I think if you don't keep up with it, you're going to be left behind just because how AI is moving so fast. There's new AIs coming out all the time. I think Claude just came out with an AI of a market tracker and a bunch of other things like Claude Code. I have no idea how to code 2 weeks ago, and I just started up a stock dashboard, and I just put
Awesome.
in Claude Code and text it what to do, what I want, and it'll code it for me, which I think is unbelievable. And jobs are jobs are getting taken over by AI, but there's so many jobs now, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to use AI in your jobs, especially just like
Oh,
they replaced 700 customers with reps with AI. Just they save millions of dollars on that. So,
100%.
I mean, that's kind of my perspective on AI. I think it's awesome and it'll keep growing at such a fast rate.
Catherine?
Yeah, I agree. I think AI is probably one of the most useful tools, and I use it in my day-to-day life. I use it with school, I use it with work. I use it for everything. If like I don't know anything, like if I don't know a question, the like most easy person to ask is OpenAI or Claude. Same with like the coding. Like I did not know how to code. I do not know how to code, but Claude Code has been extremely useful with like creating stock dashboards or anything like I want to see with like different trends and things. And I think it creates good opportunities and for people like entering the workforce. And like I think AI can help students learn faster and improve productivity because I think it's hard to like get through like work if you don't know like what you're doing, and if you can't easily like ask someone near you. I think AI is very useful for productivity and it makes tasks easier. But on the other hand, like many entry-level jobs involve like repetitive work that AI is becoming very good at handling. And if you are not like open to using it, I think you're going to get left behind.
I
I don't
completely
think
Yeah.
it's,
agree.
yeah.
I think that
I
you
think
have to be
people,
able to adapt. It's one of those things where you can't you can't not use it because everyone's going to use it. If you get left behind, it's going to really mess up your future. You're not going to be able to get those jobs that you want. I mean,
I
Charlie,
think
what are your
there's
thoughts on?
also,
Oh,
because I know we've been talking about like people like booing like AI at graduations. I think like I don't know what entirely their perspective is of it, but I think there is like a huge stigma with like AI and like school in general. Like if you're, because I know like some people like they get mad when people at graduations are talking about AI because they're not allowed to use AI in school.
mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they're gonna get in trouble for it. And I know like some people like there's also a huge like stigma with like if you the whole thing about like getting in trouble for like writing in school with AI, and some people who like write good feel like they have to write less good because it will seem like it's AI. And like
Totally.
I know someone who like is a good writer and they like were told that they were using AI when they weren't,
yeah.
and almost like had like an honor code for it and had to fight it. So I
hmm
Crazy,
think it's
man.
also that like huge thing.
I
I had
even
that.
one quick thing. I even have noticed at my college that my school is adapting rapidly with AI to the point where we're doing assignments, and in the assignment like notes and instructions, it'll tell you to use AI and then do another one without it because they
Yeah.
want people to get that practice and they want to prepare us for it and they want us to know how to use it. Charlie, what are your thoughts?
Well,
I've never
I
heard
also
that.
yeah, I also think they might be doing that. So wait, let me get this straight. They telling you to do the assignment with AI and then do it without it?
So there'll be an assignment. It'll have two parts to it. The first
Okay.
part will be completely use AI for this, figure it out all using all AI. And the second part will be like the same exact thing, but
Yeah.
just doing it without AI.
I wonder if they're doing that to kind of get those AI, like straight up AI answers like in their database to know, when a
Could
student's
be.
using AI
It's a
versus
good
when they're not.
perspective.
I've had
But
like an assignment like that as well, where I've like gotten a question and like I've had to answer it with like generative AI and then like answer it on my own.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
And
writing
like
question.
I think like that if it was to the like point of like just to see the difference of like if like a student is writing with AI or not, I don't think that would be like helpful because like not saying that I use it on assignments, but I will put it through like Quillbot hypothetically
yeah,
and like paraphrase it. So
yeah.
I don't think that would be like a useful assignment if it were for
No, I
that.
mean if you're not using AI for everything to do with school or work or whatever, you're gonna be falling behind. Like
Yep.
honestly, you will be. I use AI for everything. I can't remember the last time I haven't used it, but I
Yeah.
do think it's gonna make school really tough because some students take advantage of it and they don't
What-
do anything at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I'm a victim of that, but I think schools are gonna have to change because people are just looking to get their degree, not so much to learn anymore because
Agreed.
it's such an accessible thing to be able to do an assignment
They're gonna have
with
to,
all
yeah, switch something
AI.
up just because AI is, I mean,
Yeah.
some
Especially for
kids
the
don't
younger
do
kids.
school at all, like at
I
all.
just
They
think
just need
it's
that.
going to be a constant uphill battle though. I think AI is going to be able to do your assignments and then there's going to be someone that has some AI detection bot that's made by AI that's super good and then
You
you
don't
might
think
not be able to do
AI
your
will get to
assignments
that point?
and then there's another it's just going to keep going up and up. People are going to keep creating things that outdo it. I don't know.
You don't
So
think AI?
I
What
think
you
there's
what
said?
were you
definitely like
saying?
some majors that are like worse for
Like
people
doctors.
strictly like using, yeah, like nurses and doctors. Like I don't think I think people using too much AI to do like get through their like work to be a doctor is very dangerous. Like I think there's definitely like other majors that are
Yeah.
like less dangerous for that.
People
I
who
agree, and this all starts at the younger generation. Probably the kids in elementary school right now are probably getting to experiment with AI a little bit. Do you think that them having access to AI at such a young age can cause like a laziness all throughout their schooling years to the point where when they get to the job, like the job market, they don't really know what they're doing because they've been handed stuff through ChatGPT and Claude for the last 10 years? How is that going to affect the job market? How is it going to affect them getting jobs and their ambition? What are your thoughts on this, Will?
if I have I have different thoughts. So it just depends how much you use it, how much you put in and you get out of it. So like I'm using Claude for my assignments as well or Chat GBT, but I try to get an understanding of it as well. I don't want Claude or Chat GBT just to do my whole major for me. I still want to put in. So people definitely abuse AI 100%. Like people don't even do school. And I think that's terrible. And I think a lot of people will use it. Uh, like when you're really young, you just think, oh, like this can do all my homework. Perfect.
Yeah.
And I think you'll probably get an awakening call one day where
Hmm.
it can't do all of your homework, can't take all your tests for you. So you just have to balance it. And for jobs, I think use it as much as you can. Like the research, everything about it, I think will help you in the future. And the worst position to be in right now is just sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen with it. Like you got to understand it, dive into it. I mean, AI is just the next big thing. It already is.
Yeah, I mean, kind of on that topic too, Anthropic's coming out with their IPO sometime. I think in early October. I think it might be October. They they might push it back. I think maybe depending on how the SpaceX IPO go, it's the third $1 trillion IPO behind SpaceX and OpenAI. It was um it closed at 30 billion last year, February 2026, and at a $380 billion post-money valuation, second
Jeez.
largest private tech on record after OpenAI. So I think Anthropic, this is the year of the IPOs. SpaceX, OpenAI, and Anthropic are all going to be crazy. They're all revolutionary companies. I'm really excited to see what happens. I mean, like their revenue went from 9 billion at the end of 2025, and now they're at 30 billion by early April of 2026. It's tripled in 4 months. Like that's just insane.
Ridiculous.
So I'm excited to see where Anthropic's IPO goes. I think they're gonna kind of release it based off of how the SpaceX IPO goes, in my opinion, just when they want to release it, because I don't think they want SpaceX to take over their
Yeah.
spotlight as well.
Mhm.
So, Catherine, what would you say is the best way to not get left behind in this AI driven world right now?
I don't think the goal should be like getting like protecting yourself from like not using AI or having your job be replaced from AI. I think it should be working with it and learning how to use it. I think that's like the most useful way that you can like get through it. Like I don't think that schools or jobs like should be excluding it. I think they need to learn how to use it, learn how to use it well, how to like integrate it into everything so people can grow and learn with it.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And Will, you would agree with that as well? Like you said, get it like just dive into it, learn how to use it, right? That's the best way.
100%, especially older people that don't know anything about, like, for instance, my grandma, she uses still the button on your iPhone. She doesn't like the new iPhones. Like,
Yeah.
she's so out of date with that. And I think a lot of older people are, and I think it's it's good that they could go like to a class and learn how to use AI. I know a lot won't, but they do have classes for that and just like teaching you the general knowledge.
Yeah.
And I mean that's something that everyone should do. Just like coding, like you could literally code a website for someone and make $1,000 just like that. It's making money is so easy right now. I think I don't know the
If you have the
actual number.
creativity, you can do it.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
Yeah, like there's millionaires every single day that are just getting created. I mean, it's unbelievable.
yeah.
So do you guys think that the AI is good or bad for like jobs? You say you can make $1 million, there's new million millionaires every day. So you think it's a good thing, or you think that there are some drawbacks to it as well?
I think there are drawbacks, but the the jobs that are going to not be well are like basic copywriting and content.
I think you froze.
Let's see
Catherine,
here.
you want to take over?
Oh, Will, you back?
Oh.
Oh, you're
I'm
back.
back.
You froze for like 10 seconds. So,
Um, what jobs I think are most at risk
yeah.
are basic copywriting and content, customer service reps or data entry. Just stuff like that AI could quickly take over. But other than that, AI is making so many other jobs. So, I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree with like the like AI taking over voice, like with phone calls and drive-throughs. Like those are things that I've seen firsthand that like I most of the time when I'm like trying to make an appointment or for something or just call a place, I am talking to an AI voice. And with drive-through, there's many drive-throughs that I've went through and I'm talking to AI. So I think that definitely will like is a good area to be taken over. And I like to the point of will I think like AI will create more jobs or will it destroy it? I think it depends on how quickly like society can adapt to it. Like new technologies have created more jobs than they have eliminated, but that process isn't always like smooth. And the challenge is that AI is advancing really quickly, and workers may not have enough time to retrain before certain jobs change or disappear.
That is a great point. And sometimes with those automated AI chatbots that you're speaking with on the phone, sometimes they're pretty terrible, right?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, from what I hear, I think it depends on the job you're in, but I think a lot of people are very scared that their jobs are going to get taken away. But I think people also have to realize that we're nowhere near the point where an AI can autonomously just do your work for you,
Yeah.
really. I don't think it can't communicate with people really right now without someone prompting it to do something. So I think it's going to be a long time before it were to take jobs. And if anything, I think it's just going to change the job market. I think it's just going to change what type of role you're in. And I think that, like, you'll still, I think if you're good at using AI and you're good at prompting it and good at talking to it and you know a lot about it, you'll be the one controlling the AI rather than losing your job. Because I think someone is always going to have to be in control for a long time at least. Because I think a lot of people are scared about what could happen if it just takes over and what it could possibly do. There's got to be a lot of guidelines there. So that's kind of what I think.
Not only
Yeah.
taking over the jobs, but kind of switching it up. I don't know if you all use it for this, but I'll tell it where my money is invested, how much money I have, and like what I should do in the future. And I know it's not a financial advisor, and it'll say that once you put that in, but the information it gives me is, I think, so helpful, and it just helps me plan for the future.
100%.
Do you
I,
think it's going to take over like a financial advisor's job or a wealth manager's job eventually?
Eventually, yeah, because if it's giving the best information possible, I mean, I think so.
I mean, it could
Really
read
best.
trends and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah,
probably more
I
efficient than a human.
I agree with that to a certain extent, but I also think okay, like maybe for a financial advisor, but let's just take some like let's say you're buying a business, for example, and
Yeah.
you're gonna go meet with the CEO of this business to potentially buy it. And like I feel like you have to have some sort of personal connection. Like you want to read a person, you want to see if they have good energy, I feel. For anything you do, anything you buy from somebody, I feel like there's got to be some sort of personal contact and connection there, at least for me.
No, I completely
AI
agree.
can't do that. So I don't know. It doesn't have emotions, so it doesn't have feelings and which is probably good for like trading. You're not getting emotional and like you're, oh, I'm losing my
Yeah.
money. I got to sell everything. But I think for certain things, I don't think it'll ever take over fully
Oh,
because
yeah.
I think there has to be some personal connection there.
For certain things,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah, like you said, buying a business, I would never, yeah, like off AI, you have to talk to someone, but for like a financial advisor, you're wanting your money in the best possible place, and AI is probably going to be the smartest. Uh, so for that, no doubt, I feel like, but for buying a business, yeah, you would
So
100%.
then for the financial advisor, for example, would you rather call like an actual guy or rather call like an AI chatbot to be like, hey, I want to invest X amount of money into this company. What do you think about this? You'd rather it be an AI talking to you?
Yes and no. Like one, I would feel more comfortable with someone on the phone and like I actually can have a conversation with. But two, AI has probably given me, especially now because it's not going to take over financial advisor anytime soon. But let's say the
Yeah.
next 5 to 20 years, if it does, um, it's probably smarter. It's probably going to have a real conversation with me. Probably sounds like a human, and it's probably smarter than a human. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Well, I think
mean,
it's
No,
gonna
fair
definitely
point.
take like a minute to get to that point because
Oh yeah.
I've tried to use like with like math wise, I've tried to use like ChatGPT with like helping me with like accounting. And there's certain times where I'm like screaming at it, that is not the right answer. Give me the right
right.
answer.
It's
But I
not
think,
great at some of those math things. You're right.
yeah,
Statistics,
it's
not
gonna
that
take a
good.
minute to get there.
Yeah. I mean, kind of to cap things off, we've seen things like the Stone Age and the Industrial Age, and we're in the Information Age. And what do you think the next age will be called? Charlie, you go first. Like, give it
As
a
in
name.
like the
Like,
age we're in right now or the next one.
no, the next one. So, like, we're constantly evolving.
Yeah.
What is the next age going to be called?
Oh, that's a good question.
All this technology, all this SpaceX launching as public, all this agentic agents. What is the name?
Oh, that's a good question.
Anyone else ready?
Yeah, if anyone's got an answer before me, feel free to go. It's a tough question.
Yeah,
But
that
I would
AI
is.
say,
age, the digital age, like some.
yeah,
I think we're kind of in the digital age. I think that's what they call it sometimes. Like the information slash digital age.
Yeah, the
It might
space
be
age,
like
maybe
the automated age or the
yeah, I was gonna
agentic
say like
age.
the autonomous age.
the
Hmm.
automation age, something like that.
The
Yeah.
Flintstones age. But
Yeah, I would say like the autonomous age. I think a lot of things are gonna be done for us. So,
Yeah.
I
I think
completely
that's good.
agree. Does
what
anyone
about you,
have any
Lorenzo?
what?
What about you? What, you think the same thing?
I said the automated age, the
Yeah,
digital
yeah.
age. Does anyone got any final thoughts before we jump off?
I got a question. Do you
Question.
guys think that AI like is kind of a bubble like we had the dot-com bubble like a couple years ago or whatever? Do you think this is pretty similar where the AI can potentially burst and it's not this crazy thing we make it out to be?
No chance.
Yeah, I think no way.
Yeah.
I think it's
Catherine?
already progressed so much from when it first came out
Oh
that
my
Yeah.
gosh.
you actually have seen how limitless it is. And there's so much more that we don't even know about. Someone will come out with something in a year or so that we're like, wow, I can't believe it just did this. You know, back when it
Yeah.
first came out, you would ask it a question and the answer might be right. Even then, it's still that
Mhm.
way. But now you can even vibe code a whole website. And there's no way people thought that was possible, what, three,
Mhm.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you said
So,
that 4 years ago, I that now, absolutely not. I mean, what he said, it's just it's coming out with something new all the time. So,
all the
Yeah.
time.
It's grown so much. I don't think it would stop now.
Yeah. Fair. It's all good
You?
points. Do I think it's a bubble? No, I don't. I think it's good, like you guys said. You guys made good points. It's gonna keep on growing, and I always see like things on Instagram and TikTok about how if companies don't put limitations on it, it is even crazier. And there's been, I don't know the full story, but it was like they put this like AI and like this total lockdown thing, and they told it to kind of break out and like they never thought it was possible. And the guy that I think it might have, I don't know what AI it was, but the guy who owned it, I guess, said to email me when you have hacked your way out and like have gotten through to like show me that you can hack out of this whole entire barrier. And dude leaves the office, he's at dinner and he expects it to be, a couple of weeks of like this AI just working on this and like, a couple
Mhm.
day later, a couple hours later, gets this email on his phone that says like I broke out. Just
Crazy.
AI doing it. I don't know. I just find that like pretty it's kind of scary, but I don't
Very.
think it's a bubble. I think it's gonna be used for the right reasons and the government I think will have limitations and borders and boundaries on everything. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
So am I. Anyone else got anything before we hop off? All right. Well, thank you for joining the first episode of the Commerciant Coffee Chat, and we'll probably be back next week.
Mhm.
Thank you guys.
sounds
Thanks for
good.
All right.
wrapping
Thank
Thank
up.
you
you.
guys. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
jumping on. Have a good one.
Yeah.